Picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Well, after that rousing introduction, you're expecting to see wonderful things and a model being worked on. So am I. Let me tell you how my week's gone. Lessons learned from this week. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. I was expecting the Nell to arrive this week. Now, I knew it wasn't going to come on Monday. Monday was... it was only shipped out on Saturday, I believe. So I knew it wasn't going to come on Monday. Tuesday there was no mail because of the Veterans Day. So I knew it wasn't going to come on Tuesday. Start checking the mail. Wednesday. Okay. Thursday. Oh, it's going to be delivered Thursday by the end of the day. Didn't happen. It's still somewhere floating around. It started in New Mexico. Went to El Paso, Texas, went back up to New Mexico, over to Louisiana, and as far as I know, that's where it blipped off the radar. I haven't heard hydrant. Now it's Friday, obviously, and still nothing. So I figured I'd wait till the end of the day. At least we could do a meet the parts. It's the end of the day. It's not coming today, so I'm sorry. That's indicative of how the week has gone. Had I known the week was going to turn out this way, I probably would have waited and posted my Malcolm flare, that video. I probably would have posted that later in the week. I burned it off on Monday, sent it up, figuring, oh, I'll have plenty of stuff for the rest of the week. Wasn't to be. So I'm sorry, we got no Nell. I did go back. I had all the elements ready, so that's why you heard the marvelous. I think it was the first score that James Horner ever did, and boy, is he a one-trick pony. Everything that you've heard in that score, because I've listened to the score, trying to find a little snippet that I could take out. He basically repeated it in Wrath of Khan, and he repeated it in Volunteers, and he stole things from wholesale from Jerry Goldsmith's motion picture score. It's also very reminiscent of what Bruce Broughton did for the Galaxy Quest score. So it's all of a piece. But if you only have the money to afford one James Horner score, get the Battle Beyond the Stars score. Everything he's done since then has been a rehash of the Battle Beyond the Stars score. And I have to say that it came first because it was a 79-ish, 80-ish movie, which was done way before Wrath of Khan. And it is Roger Corman's attempt to cash in on Star Wars. If Star Wars was a retelling of the Hidden Fortress, the Kurosawa Hidden Fortress, then this is a retelling of the Seven Samurai. It is no secret that this is a retelling of Seven Samurai, or the Magnificent Seven, or anything else that uses that same trope of the farm boy who has to hire mercenaries to defend the homeland, the farmland. It's got every cheesy actor in it you could ever want to have in one movie. It's a good, way to spend an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's good, cheesy fun. It's got Sybil Danning almost wearing a costume. It's got Marta Kristen in it, which is always fun to see Marta. Of course, it's got Richard Thomas and George Papard and Robert Vaughn and John Saxon chewing up the scenery as always. It's a good, fun little film. We'll get into it later as we go. It was the most expensive film that Roger Corman ever made, apparently. Art directed by a very, very young James Cameron. James Cameron, as I understand it, he sculpted the Nell. And his hands are all over that Nell. Yes, the Nell is shaped like a woman. The Nell has got ample nacelles. All of those jokes, go ahead and get them out now before we start in, because that's all the next few weeks are going to be. Sorry the video was so short. This is all I really had to say. I'll see if we can bring in some pictures to show you what this is from the Golden Armor kit, by the way. Golden Armor, same fine folks I got the Alien Attacker from, printed by Sean Homer over at 3D something. I'll have to look that up. But he printed the parts. It's not on Sean. He printed them. He packed them. He sent me the plenty of nice and early. I mean, plenty of time. He was Johnny on the spot. He's no part of the delay is on him. Puts it in the mail, sends me a tracking number, and I have been following its progress along the southern states of our great land. So I'll tell you right now, it's Wednesday. It's Friday afternoon. If it does not show up by Monday, or at least out for delivery on Monday day, I'll build something else, and I will put this on hold and pick it up afterwards. The lesson I've learned is not to count the chicken before it's hatched. Don't start advertising you're going to build the model until you have it on your desk. That's the lesson that I learned. I did not waste the entire week. I did go out and get a shelf and some brackets, and I spent Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday doing Starship Tetris, moving models around. It was exhausting, and at the end of the day, it was also kind of disheartening because I put up a whole 8 foot of shelves over the over one of the archways in the dining room. I put over a new shelf, or what used to be the dining room. Put up a new shelf, and I put not the models that I like the least, but the models I probably had the longest, and because it's not an easy thing to see. You kind of have to go in the room and look back behind you to see them. It's not a very obvious display spot. So I moved some of the, I hate to use the term lesser, I moved some of the lesser kits up to that spot, some of the ones that were done a longer while ago. And then I moved a lot of things off of my dining room table into the display room. And I was able to move and basically give some of my flat surfaces some breathing room by taking the kits off of that table and reapportioning them around. And the depressing part was how quickly that filled up. It filled right up, and now it's as if I don't even have space anymore. Here's something that might be of interest to you. This is a picture of Jim Cameron working on the Nell back in the day. This was taken from the making of featurette that's on the Blu-ray. Just so you know that I wasn't quite making it all up. This was the Skotak brothers and Jim Cameron and quite a few people. Here, meet the parts. These are what the parts would look like if I had them. So there's back half, front half, cabin, front wall, engine inserts, and the amp and the two nacelles. And there again, this is the completed version. That's about the size it'll be if it ever gets here. That's about the size it'll be. And I'm afraid to say it, but that's going to do it for this week. Sorry again for the lack of reporting. I hope you'll come back next week. I promise I'll have something. And I wanted to say thanks for all of the people who expressed their kind wishes. And last week when I was talking about and moaning about my health issues, it's an ongoing thing. I had more tests this week. I had a ultrasound. They found no larvae gestating aliens in my chest, so I'm good with that. But I had an echocardiogram, and getting to experience the marvels of of modern medicine. So that's fun. So until next week, when I promise I will have something interesting to show. Y'all be good. Be good to yourself. be good to others, take care of yourself, and we'll see you here next week.